Hello guys, how is it going? Today, I am back with a very cool little game that a lot of you, well, that's actually a mod for Half-Life 2 that a lot of you might know. You probably do know. If you don't, oh my god, it's amazing. You'll see why in this video. But they're releasing a full version of this game in about 2 days. This is the 15th of October. And it's coming out on the 17th as far as I know. So this is the mod version. There is a demo version that I'll be doing as well, but I'm definitely buying that one. You can expect to see some videos on that. In this game, I'm trying to figure out how to summarize this in a nutshell. It's kind of like you play as a character, and your decisions affect how the gameplay runs out. I guess if you don't know what that means, you'll see what it means when I start playing it. But there are so many different endings to this game. It's actually it's amazing how many different things you can do. So I'll probably do maybe 3 times or twice, depending on how long they take, and I'll try to get as many different endings as I can. There are a few interesting ones that I know that I'm going to try and get, and I'm going to try to remember as well. So let's start. Start new game. There we go. Okay. Fortunately, it's not loading as fast as I would like it to because it's on my hard drive, not my SSD. Ah well, whatever. It's definitely worth the wait anyway. Okay, I'm going to cut to the game in 3, 2, 1. There we go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay, Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big
I'm not going to talk.
where he was employee number 427.
I'm going to be quiet.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor next to his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on a monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and walked out into the hallway. Okay, so I'd like to say the lovely commentary is done by Kevin Brighting, who I think has an amazing voice, honestly. Very suiting to the character. Ooh, what's in here? Another person? I have a fancier chair than you. See, mine's like an office chair. Yours is just a regular chair. I'm sorry. That was mean. Okay. Can I click anything? I cannot click anything. Alright. No, I've never actually when I played this before, I've never actually kind of gone through everything and made sure I can do anything. I've just kind of followed the story. So I can't actually click anything. Nope. Okay, let's go. Stanley decided to go to the staff lounge.
Why not?
To check on his co-workers.
Yeah.
He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
There's no one there. What room is that? It's room 424. Ooh, no one there. Now see, it's very strange how, he works alone all day in his office with just a monitor, and he's saying he needs support and guidance constantly.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Now the first one I'm going to do is I'm just going to follow everything that he says, okay? So you guys can get the kind of true ending. But trust me, there are so many different paths you can take in this game. It's actually untrue. Okay.
As Stanley entered the lounge, he was horrified to find not a single person here. He decided he would walk up to see his boss, hoping that he would find an answer there.
I want some water. Can I have some water? Wait, what is there? Oh, I can't read them. Oh, I can't crouch either. Okay. Let's go. Oh my god, his TV's gone. One of his TVs, or at least his desk is just empty. How did I get to 251 already? I mean, that passed 200 rooms. Or less than 180 something rooms. Oh, I'm not
Coming
gonna
to a
question it.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
Oh, I was
office.
actually doing it right anyway. Whoops. I didn't even listen to him there. I was like, oh, I guess go up. This just looks official.
Entering his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of
What time
any
is it?
human life. It was at this point that he began to feel
I
dizzy
can't really tell. I think
and a
it's...
little sick, and even thought he might pass
I
out.
think
when
it's
suddenly
nearly...
he noticed a keypad.
Or,
next
sorry,
to
I
the
think it's 20 to
filing
3.
cabinet
20, no, 20 to
of his
5.
boss's office.
Can't read.
Stanley
Wait,
had
what?
never seen this panel before,
Oh, this,
and had no idea what
very
combination of
conspicuous.
numbers would produce any result.
Okay.
In fact, only Stanley's boss knew this,
Naturally.
since the panel withheld access to the boss's greatest, darkest secret.
Ooh.
And so he had assigned the keypad a combination that only he could possibly know. The
I have my
number
chair.
of his freshman dorm number in college. 1957.
Oh my god, I don't know this.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Oh my
Yet
god.
incredibly,
Oh my
by
god,
simply
look!
pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code
Damn,
by
that's steep.
sheer luck.
This is
Amazing.
steep.
Stanley ventured forth into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. This is weird. This is ominous.
As he drew deeper into the bowels of the building,
Okay.
Stanley had no idea where he was or what this place held.
Nope.
And just as he began to think he might not discover a thing, he emerged into a long room to find rows and rows of monitors.
Ooh, they're all numbered.
Screens with a number above it.
That's my number,
Stanley
247.
noticed, however, that these were not random numbers,
42,
but the
44,
number of
45, 46,
employees
47,
who worked in the
428.
building. His co-workers,
512, 511, 510,
even his own
59,
number,
58, 57.
427, had a place on the wall.
Okay, yeah.
But why a setup so elaborate, he asked?
There. That's
Was
mine.
this simple
I'm on
surveillance
TV.
Or something even more?
Pretty cool.
And as if in answer to his question, the wall slid open before him,
Oh,
revealing the ultimate truth of the
Fancy.
situation.
I wish I had a door like that, or a wall like that. Oh. What is this boss doing down here? I mean, come on. Is he like
An enormous control
running a
panel
secret, like,
Stanley discovered, but not one that
organization?
controlled simple machinery.
that sells
Buttons were labeled
pancakes?
with emotions.
Maybe? Oh,
Happy, sad.
this might be important.
Levers and knobs controlled actions.
Do they?
Walking, eating, doing work, or
Whoa.
watching TV.
Watching
Every
TV?
input
What?
on this device monitored not the functions of a machine, but of a human being. And the reality began to sink in.
No.
Stanley, like so many other people, reduced to images on a monitor,
Wait.
had been
what?
under someone's control, always at the mercy of this machine.
It can't
Could
be
this have
true.
been the only reason employee number 427 was content with
A
his
dark
boring
room.
job? That a machine had altered his emotions to accept it blindly?
Yeah.
He began to feel an unbridled rage.
I can
And
imagine
at the
why.
peak of his anger, something happened. A spark. Stanley looked
House
up
well
and
timed.
saw the generator overhead, still providing some small
That's
amount
what
of
that is.
power to the machine, keeping it alive.
I don't think I
And
actually got
knowing
this
that
ending. I think
generator
that's how
was
I've always
all
done it
that
wrong.
kept the controls running, Stanley moved to the ladder in the back of the room
Oh,
and began to climb
yeah,
towards
that's
the rafters.
And which way? To make sure I get this right. This way. This way. These ladders I always get wrong. These ladders. So I was like, I don't know which way to go up, but then you go the wrong way and you look silly. Okay, that's the other side. Okay, the other side.
The
Okay.
higher Stanley climbed, the closer he felt to freedom, the further from enslavement.
Now maybe this is like your man with the the wax. That guy in Greek mythology, the guy who flew too close to the sun. The wax in his wings melted and he fell and it was sad. Engage generator, disable generator. Well, disable generator. I don't see why you would engage it, because I would just put you under the control again. Wouldn't it? Oh. That's not weird at all.
Blackness, power gone,
Oh.
all alone. And then
What is that? That doesn't see. Oh, there. I was like, hey, what's that over there? There's a big open door right here. Oh, it's so pretty.
As he stepped through the door into the
that's very
fresh
nice.
outside air, a feeling of
barren,
liberation
though.
rushed through Stanley's body. He had seen power. He had seen enslavement, and he had destroyed it. The underling was in control now. He had found his leading role. Stanley never discovered why everyone had gone missing, nor how and when he had come under the machine's control. But it didn't upset him terribly, because he knew that this was how things were meant to happen. All he felt was a delight unlike any he had ever known before. Never again would he follow someone else's orders without question. Never again would anyone tell Stanley where to go, what to do, or how to feel. No more bosses. No more instructions on a screen. Stanley decides for himself now. And he stepped out into the world, and he felt the cool breeze upon his skin, and Stanley was happy.
Aww. That's so nice. Okay, so I'm gonna come back to you with another playthrough, another run. That's gonna be because you're gonna be. Okay, I can't speak. Okay. Okay, new game.